So since Christmas is around the corner and we are all mindful about those extra calories, I know, that's why I want to share with you a dessert that is refined sugar-free, low-fat, vegan, grain-free, and super duper easy to make. And that is sticky toffee pudding. Who doesn't like sticky toffee pudding, especially for Christmas? I think is a perfect dessert. We're going to make this heavenly dessert with the help of my good friend here. This is the Optimum 9200A, but you are free to use any of our Optimum blenders. You can do this recipe with the 8200, the 9200, the G2.6, and the Evolve are all good models to make the recipe. And also stay tuned, because at the end of the live stream, we have a little present for you. It's a discount code that you will be able to use straight away. Also, while the cake is baking, we are going to make a salted caramel smoothie with using part of the toffee sauce that we're going to use for the pudding. How smart and time saving is that? And that smoothie tastes amazing. So welcome to the live stream. It's Lisa here. I'm going to go ahead and show you what ingredients you need for the recipes that we are going to make today. So first of all, what you want to do is you want to set your oven at 350. Our oven is already set at 350 Fahrenheit or 175 Celsius. So for the blender, we're gonna start, for the pudding, we're gonna start with, I'm gonna tell you the ingredients that we're gonna need. We have here 1 cup of dates. Those dates have already been pre-soaked with 3/4 cup of hot water, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 cup of cashew butter, but you can really use like any nut butter that you prefer. You can use almond butter, peanut butter if you want. You can use tahini. Then here we have 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 teaspoon of lemon juice that I'm going to squeeze straight away from the lemon. We have 1/4 cup of coconut flour, 1/4 cup of cornstarch. You can also use tapioca if you prefer. Then, so those are the ingredients for the pudding. Then for the toffee sauce, you're gonna need 1/2 cup of dates. Those have already been a little bit pre-soaked with a little bit of water. 1 cup of full-fat coconut milk. We're also gonna use 1 teaspoon of vanilla for the sauce as well. So this is like super easy. You just throw the ingredients in the blender. You're gonna see in a few seconds. Then for the smoothie, you're gonna need a frozen banana, or you can use just a normal banana. My one is in the freezer. Then you're gonna need almond butter, 2 tablespoons of almond butter, 1/2 teaspoon of maca powder to give that caramel flavor. The banana that I already mentioned, 1.5 cup of almond milk that we have right here, and 2 tablespoons of toffee sauce. So I'm going to leave the toffee sauce in the blender, and then we're going to make the smoothie. So let's go ahead and start with the pudding. I'm going to throw all the dates that, as I said before, have already previously been soaked with the baking soda, the 1 tablespoon of baking soda. So I'm going to go ahead and just throw everything in the blender. Okay. So we're gonna start with our wet ingredients first. Then I'm gonna throw in the cashew butter. Cashew butter is going in. Smells good already. I smell the cashew butter. I love cashew butter. And you can also have, if you don't have the cashew butter, you can, if you have whole almonds, you can make the butter, the fresh nut butter, with a blender. So this is great. Then we're gonna go ahead with the vanilla. So just throw in the vanilla essence. Okay, Okay, that's in. The lemon juice, I'm gonna squeeze it. So it's 1 teaspoon. I'm gonna squeeze it right here and just measure the 1 teaspoon. And this is going to react with the baking soda. Okay. Okay, so now we are going to blend all of this. I'm going to use my spatula. This comes with a blender, and it's nice to use if you need to make sure that everything is blending. So you don't want to over blend. You don't want to make it into a smoothie. You want to leave some chunks of dates so it's nicer in the pudding. I'm gonna use the slow function so I can control. I have more control. And then I'm gonna pause so I can make sure that I leave those chunks of dates without over blending. I'm just gonna check if the consistency is the one that I want. Okay, I'm gonna pause a little bit more. Great. So now that I did all of that, I am going to, I think I forgot to say that there was also a little bit of salt, 1/2 teaspoon. I'm just gonna eyeball it. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Okay. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put in the cornstarch, and the coconut flour. If you don't like coconut flour, you can use almond flour or any flour that you can also make with a blender. So as I said before, for the nut butter, if you have whole almonds, you can just make the almond flour or whatever flour you like. Rice flour, you can make everything. You don't need to buy it, you can make it from here. So now I'm going to use the slow function. And just make sure, I'm going to clean the sides and push down the sides, so make sure that all the flour is if you think for some reason that the consistency is not wet enough, or you think it's too much, you can always adjust the recipe in the making. Don't be scared. You can add a little bit of milk, almond milk, or a little bit of water. Or if you think it's too wet, if you think you made a mistake and you think it's too wet, you can always add a little bit more of coconut flour that will dry it out more. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead with the slow again. Good. And I can still see those chunks of dates. So that is how easy it was for the pudding. I am using muffin stems, not stems, but forms. I'm using muffin forms, and those are silicone, so I don't really need to coat them with coconut oil. I would if I didn't have silicone. So if you don't have the silicone stem, you can go ahead and oil them with some coconut oil or whichever oil you prefer. Okay, so with the help of the spatula, this spatula, it's super helpful because it's not like the usual spatula that are wide, but this spatula is made on purpose to go in all of the corners so you don't waste any product, and it's going to make it easier for you. So I'm going to put the pudding into the muffin form. And if you have If you want to do more quantity, of course, you can double the recipe. If you have more people or you just want to make more, you can double the recipe. And okay. Those will rise because of the bicarb soda, the baking soda. They will rise up once you cook them. So my suggestions is to make them pretty flat, and also even go a little bit lower, because then they will rise. If they rise, don't worry, because you can cut, once they cool down, you can cut the top off to make them flat, to make them stay on the plate nice and flat. Okay, so this is one. I'm gonna do the other one. Those muffins, the pudding takes half an hour. Takes half an hour in the oven to bake. So I actually made one last night. Sorry guys, I'm trying to check the chat. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I made one last night to cut the cooking time, so you guys don't have to wait half an hour here. So my one is already done, and I'm gonna show it to you in a second. Okay. So this will make, it depends what kind of cake form or pan or muffin trays you are using. My one are pretty deep, so I'm able to make 2 full ones. Let me just quickly check the chat. Let me check the chat 1 second. Okay, all good. Everything looks good. Okay, so those are ready. You want to clean a little bit the sides, but yeah, don't really worry, because as I said before, you can always adjust them later, even once they are already cooked. Okay, so I'm gonna pop those two into the oven. 1 and 2. Your whole house is gonna smell like toffee pudding, but that's what you want because it's Christmas. Okay, so I could either give it a quick rinse. I still have some, yeah, I'm gonna give it a quick rinse, so I'm gonna show you how I prefer to do this because it's time saving. I'm gonna fill it up with some water. Give me 1 second. You can hear me, but you can't see me because I'm filling up the jar. So I'm gonna show you the some cleaning tips. It's pretty much this jar, this blender, and all of the blenders are pretty much self-cleaning, which I love because you don't have to spend so much time to clean them. You don't need any chemicals, just some warm water will do. And for the surface, just a wet tablecloth. So I'm gonna leave it on the 20-second function to self-clean. Okay, so that was a quick rinse. I don't really need to clean it. If I needed to clean it, I would go ahead and do like another rinse probably, but since we are going to do, since we're gonna do So I'm just here rinsing a little bit. Since we're gonna do the sauce, we don't really need to give it a good clean. Okay. So now that the pudding is in the oven, we can go ahead and do the toffee sauce. This is like super duper easy. You just throw the ingredients. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw the full fat coconut milk. Voila. And the dates. This is half cup of dates and already been a little bit pre-soaked with a little water. Then the vanilla. I have some vanilla extract here. Vanilla, a little bit more because I like vanilla. Vanilla and the half teaspoon of salt, because this is what is gonna make the salted caramel sauce. Salted. The half teaspoon, not tablespoon. It's gonna be a salty sauce. Okay, ready? Blend all medium. I'm gonna use the medium. I'm gonna check the consistency, and also, oh my god, the consistency is just like we say here in Italy. Consistency is perfect. Okay, just rinse my spatula. I'm gonna pour the sauce into the cup that I have here. Which is this one. If you want the sauce to be more thick, you can add some almond butter, or you can add some 𝗬𝗏𝗃, the algae, or agar-agar. Okay, so that's the sauce. And you can double the ingredients if you want to make more sauce, because I like my cakes with a lot of sauce. And you can always double the ingredients if you want to make more. And you saw how easy was that. We literally throw all the ingredients in the blender, blend, and it's done. I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna come closer and show you the perfect consistency. What I love about this, and in general Optimum blenders, is that they are super powerful and they don't leave chunks. I love smoothies. I've been working with Optimum blenders for 6 years now, and I cook for work, so I'm a chef, and I took it with me everywhere. So this is the consistency of the sauce. I'm going to show you how it looks. So good and shiny, and that's what you want. Okay, so that's cooking, that's baking. I have my previously made. I also forgot to tell you guys that for decoration today, I'm using some pistachio powder, which is just some grind up pistachios, and you can make them actually with a blender. So you just buy the pistachios and grind them until you get the dust, pistachio dust. And I love the color because it's bright green, and it's gonna look amazing with the toffee sauce. And because it's Christmas, I'm gonna use some pomegranate seeds as well, because red, it's Christmas and it's gonna look so good. So I'm gonna pour the sauce on the cake, and then we're gonna go ahead and make the smoothie. So I'm gonna pour the sauce like this. like that. Yes. OMG. And then I'm gonna pour some, okay, on the sides, and I'm gonna keep the rest for the smoothie. Now for decoration, can you guys see this amazing dessert? For decoration, I am just gonna dust some pistachio dust right there. Yep. And I am gonna put some of the pomegranate seeds on top and on the plate. And voila! You have your Christmas toffee pudding. This is vegan, grain-free, so that means gluten-free. It's refined sugar-free. I'm gonna just place it there and I'm gonna eat it later. It's refined sugar-free, vegan. You see how easy it was to make. Now I'm gonna use this rest of the sauce. I'm gonna throw that in the blender. I'm not gonna wash the blender because we have some sauce here. I hope you can hear me well and that I am not screaming because sometimes I get a little bit excited. Okay, so pour the rest of the sauce in. It's roughly 2 tablespoons, like I said before, 2 large tablespoons with a little bit extra. Then we are going to go ahead with the almond butter that I have here. Go in. Okay. Then 1.5 cup. Bear with me, I'm just pouring the milk on the cup. You can probably hear the splash. So this is 1.5 cup. If you want it more thick or less thick, you can adjust the ratio of the milk. So you can put more milk or less milk. I'm gonna put some maca powder. I love maca, and it's gonna enhance that caramel taste. I'm gonna get my frozen banana from here. I worked in a banana farm in Australia because I have been in Australia. I've been living in Australia for 6 years. That's why Australia is so close to my heart. And I love Australia. I wish I was there right now, especially because it's summer and here it's freezing. Okay, frozen banana in. You can go ahead and blend this. I'm gonna blend it on 35 seconds. Voila. It's blended. And let's see how. My God, it smells so good. I'm gonna put this so you get to see the consistency, no chunks, no bits. It's just perfectly blended. It's just the perfect smoothie. And if you want to decorate and go crazy, you can use, I only had this glass today, but if I had a larger glass, I would have used that. And I'm gonna put some pistachio dust on top. And this actually, you know what? I'm gonna taste the smoothie because I taste it. taste the smoothie. Oh my God. So good. And it goes so well with the, if you guys don't like so much sweet, maybe you can put less caramel sauce, but I like my smoothie sweet, so you can do whatever you like. And it goes perfectly with the toffee pudding. Also, if you want to have it for breakfast, you know, it's healthy, it's going to give you a lot of energy, so it's perfect. So we finish. We did the Christmas pudding, we did the smoothie, we did the toffee sauce, and all of that was super quick and super easy. And I personally think that is the perfect recipe for Christmas. Okay, now, because we have time left, that actually took 34 minutes. I am going to show you some cleaning tips for the blender. As I said before, is pretty much self-cleaning. So I'm just gonna put in some warm water. Okay. Warm water. And I'm gonna set it on the 45 seconds, actually 35. Can you see how clear the jar is? It's pretty much clean. You just empty the water. You can run it another time if you want. I'm gonna do that now. And the jar is just like new. Maybe I put a little bit too much water. Let me pour some out. Okay. Guys, if you have any questions, you can type them in the chat. Our team will answer them, and also I will answer them. I'm just gonna finish and clean the blender. That's done. And as the team said, all of the ingredients will be listed, I think, down below or in the YouTube video, because we are going to upload this stream on the YouTube video. So don't worry if you missed anything. It's going to go on YouTube, so you are going to be able to re-watch it whenever you like. So you can see that the jar is clear and it's perfectly clean. You maybe have to rinse it a couple of times more, or just rinse the top, because I made a lot of stuff today here. And the surface, just a damp wet cloth, and you don't need any chemicals or anything like that, which I love, because I personally don't like chemicals myself. So this is super easy, super quick, and it's just amazing. I am gonna mention again that at the end of the live stream, so pretty soon, you guys are gonna have access to the discount code that you will be able to use straight away. And I'm pretty sure that Froothie now, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, they already have some Christmas sales going on. So it's a deal. Okay, so we did everything. Do you guys have any questions that I can answer or the team will answer? I want to mention again that today I used the 9200, but you can make this recipe and everything that we did today with all of the Optimum blenders. They're equally good. The 8200, the 9200, the G2.6, and the Evolve. Check them out because they are amazing, and I can't wait to use them in a next live stream. Okay, so I think we are, let me see here in the chat. Yes. So guys, I thank you for watching. Thank you for being here with us. Don't forget about the discount code. It's going to be listed just below. The code is live1, and you will be able to use the code straight away. I hope you enjoy. Let us know if you tried the recipe, if you tried the smoothie, what you made for Christmas. Let us know, and we will see you in the next live stream. Thank you so much for being here. I see you next time. Bye, everybody. Ciao. Ciao from Italy.